see Drew Brees and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Josh Allen and the Carolina Panthers.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. They come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Aaron Jones.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Jones a week ago. 5 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
That's caught by Jackson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Jackson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Brees. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offensive coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And this carries into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And a Panther first down.
On first down, Allen. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
Big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Panthers nothing.
On third and long, it's Allen. And he lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Chargers.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Panthers.
Now Cook. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Dalvin Cook.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Carolina.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Nyheim Hines, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their home with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Allen now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete to
DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Panthers.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run for it, but caught. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who are out in front. The Broncos trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. 27-21, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and no thought of a return here for Hines. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition. Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now the throw pulled in by Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
Here's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Breeze. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Allen to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's brought in by Jackson. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Throwing again. Allen. short one to Gesicki. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Breeze. He'll buy some time right. Muscles him off. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd down and
now Breeze.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now Breeze rolling to his right. First down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 28-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Again, it's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Lions on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Panther first down.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Allen will try again on second down. They'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Allen to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, it's back to